Hi,
know,
Debbie
because
and
it's
Tom. How are you?
3 o'clock.
We're all still
Hey, Corey,
gathering.
John.
Okay, good. Um, so today the subject matter. Well, you know what? I'm gonna mute everybody right now, which is the way I always thought, and we'll get right into it. All right. So you're all on mute. So the Beatles. You had to look this one up. They lasted 7 years, 7 months, and 24 days. That's how long the Beatles were a band, which is, in the lifespan of bands, that's relatively short. Yet they are A, the best-selling musical artist of all time, and B, the most covered musical artist of all time. Um, Part of the proof of how covered they are, they put out 184 original songs, and every one of those 184 songs has been covered by somebody. Covers span very straightforward retakes to radical reinterpretations, dipping into just about every spectrum in between. It's no surprise that they're the most covered band in music history. But today's Beatles covers are give them a good close listen, and you'll tell me at the end whether you think they are maybe just a little bit better than the originals. I know that's a stretch, and I know some will disagree with some, but that's the point of today. These are Beatles covers that are possibly better than the original Beatles songs. Now, approximately 3,000 different artists have covered Beatles songs, creating 12,000 tracks. And I listened to all of them in preparation for today. You won't know it. And even though the 484 songs have been covered, I'm actually gonna play one of them twice. And I'm gonna start and end today with the same song as interpreted by two of my favorite artists of all times. At the end, you can tell me which one I got right, which ones I got wrong, and today's list will include two videos and one factoid. So let's start off again. I'm going to start with the same song and end with the same song today. And we're starting off today with "Here Comes the Sun." First version comes from 1971. One of my favorite artists, Nina Simone. We saw a Nina Simone tribute on Sunday locally, and it was fabulous. The song was written by George Harrison out on the English countryside, and as the story goes, he had well, no, that's the next one. So and he did. He bailed on a meeting with his fellow Beatles, and the song kind of feels like that. It's simple, it's joyous, and it's certainly Lazy Day personified. Nina Simone gives "Here Comes the Sun" kind of the lightest of African folk touches, arrangement-wise, but really what makes this one special is, of course, her voice. The smokiness, the texture, the fullness of her vocals take Harrison's Lazy Day to a whole new level. And that harp that hits midway through, kind of wow. So let's start off with "Here Comes the Sun," as interpreted by Nina Simone. Might just be better than the original.
Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold and lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since you been here. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright. Little darling, the smiles are returning to the faces now. Little darling, it seems like years since you've been here. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, feels like years since you've been here. Here comes the sun. I'm so glad to see it. I see, yeah, it's alright.
We opened with Nina Simone's version of Here Comes the Sun, and we'll close today with another version by another artist of Here Comes the Sun. I think if there's going to be any song where there is universal agreement that, yeah, that was better than the original, I think it's going to be this next song. It's Ringo sang the original for the Beatles, and really it's a very British kind of song. It's got that sound. It's jolly. It's working class. It was written by Paul with help from John, but it was tailored for Ringo to perform with a little help from his friends. Maybe that's kind of why it sounds so authentic. Anyway, in 1968, Joe Cocker's version of A Little Help from My Friends was released. His retake really is the poster child of Beatles cover songs. And certainly, I think we might all agree that this eclipses the original. It hardly resembles the Beatles' composition. It takes the tempo way down, way down. Hardly resembles the Beatles at all. It's got blues. You can feel soul, and takes kind of those things to an 11. Unlike the original, it was an immediate chart topper in the 60s. And then decades later, it was resurrected as the theme song for, and I think most of us can remember the 80s TV series, The Wonder Years. This is Joe Cocker with a little help from my friends.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Yeah. Oh, baby, how do I? All I need is my buddy. I say I'm gonna get high. Oh, yeah. What do I do when my love is away?
Does it worry you to be alone?
No, no. How do I feel at the end of the day?
Are you sad 'cause you're on your own?
I tell you, don't even say it no more. Gonna get out of that friend. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna try. Keep on getting high.
Do you need anybody?
I need someone to love.
Could it be anybody?
All I need is someone. Know just where I'm going, yeah. Somebody knows what I'm showing. Baby, said I'm gonna make it with my friends. Oh, I'm gonna keep on trying. I'm gonna keep on trying.
Would you believe in our love at first sight?
I'm certain it happens all the time, yeah.
What do you see when you turn out the light?
I can't tell you, but it sure feels like midnight. Don't you know I'm gonna make it with my friends? I promised myself I'd get by. Said I'm gonna try it with them too.
Do you need anybody?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Could it be anybody?
Oh, there's gotta be somebody gonna take me right, I know it. Somebody take me tonight. Oh, yeah, yeah. Said I'm gonna get by with my friends. Oh, yes, I'm gonna keep trying now. Keep on trying with my friends. Oh, ain't nothing gonna stop anymore. I'm gonna keep on trying. I'm getting high. I'm gonna make it tired, oh Lord. Gonna get by with my friend. Oh, I'm gonna get on by. Yes, I'm gonna get on by. I'm gonna take them all along. I'm gonna take them all along with me.
With a little help from my friends, Joe Cocker, 1968. For me, that's the ultimate Beatles cover. I'm not sure who would disagree with me. If you do, put it in chat. Everything is subjective and up for debate today. Next up is an artist that I think most of us are not familiar with. Yet she is one of actually the Beatles' own favorite covers of their music. When pushed on the subject, Paul McCartney has consistently praised Esther Phillips' interpretation of his 1964 song, And I Love Her. Okay, to make it fit for Esther Phillips, it's been retitled And I Love Him. She performed the song on the music of Lennon and McCartney a 1965 TV showcase of their work, and Paul McCartney still praises her interpretation today. So, and I Love Him by Esther Phillips.
I give him all my love, that's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love him too. I love him. He gives me everything, and tenderly the kiss my lover brings, he brings to me. I love him. A love like ours could never die, as long as I have you near me. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die. I love him. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never, never die. And I love him. And I love him. And I love him.
And I Love Him. That's Esther Phillips. This next one is also one of the favorites of Paul McCartney. Of the roughly 3,000 known covers of the song Yesterday, Paul McCartney calls this one the best. And like so many of the effective Beatles covers, Marvin Gaye's exploration of the track works so well because it's easy to believe he's lived these lyrics. The down-tempo, ultra-clean production injects the track with an overwhelming sense of real reflectiveness. The Beatles original simply hints at melancholy, but the Marvin Gaye version leans all the way into melancholy. This one's Yesterday, 1970. Marvin Gaye.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, people, I ain't half the man I used to be. No.
I don't know. It's Beatles stuff.
There's a heavy, heavy shadow over me. Yesterday came all too suddenly. Oh, why did she have to go? I don't know. Tell you, I don't know, the little girl wouldn't say. Ooh, I must have something wrong. Now I long, long, long for yesterday. Oh, talking about yesterday. Love, love, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Lord, I believe now yesterday. So well, I must have said something wrong. Now I long, long for yesterday. Yesterday. Oh, my troubles seem so far away. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in. I want you to know I believe in yesterday.
That's such a beautiful rendition of Yesterday by the late, great Marvin Gaye. So Graham Nash, speaking on behalf of Crosby, Stills, and Nash, said that the Beatles were by far their favorite group. He went on to say, he was staying on Moscow Road in London in 1968, hoping to get into Apple record label. The Beatles were recording the White Album. And when we heard Paul McCartney's Blackbird, we flipped and we learned it right away. It was perfect for our three-part harmony. Let's now hear the three-part harmony of Crosby, Stills, and Nash singing Blackbird.
Once more, and we'll do it all the way through, and we'll get it all right. All right? Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Yeah, the beautiful harmonies of Crosby, Stills, and Nash singing Blackbird. All My Loving is an upbeat and joyful song. Paul McCartney claims it was a rare case of putting the lyrics first. He said, "It was the first song I'd ever written where the words came first. I never wrote words first." Amy Winehouse debuted her All My Loving cover in 2004, and it very much puts the lyrics front and center. Covering Beatles' earlier tracks like this one definitely isn't as popular as dipping into their later catalog. But Winehouse taps into the heart of the piece with her usual jazz lounge ease. In her riff of the song, it's kind of easy to see Paul McCartney with writing the words first, singing those lyrics by himself, looking in a mirror, with John Lennon's rhythm guitar still unheard. This is Amy Winehouse's version of All My Loving.
Close your eyes, and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll write home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. I'll pretend that I'm kissing the lips I am missing, and I hope that your dreams will come true. And then while I'm away, I'll write home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. Oh, my loving, I will send to you. Oh, my loving, darling, I'll be true. Close your eyes, and I will kiss you, 'cause tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I will always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll run home every day, and I'm sending all my loving to you. Oh, my loving, I will send to you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my loving, darling, I'll be true. I'll be true. Oh, my loving, oh, my loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, my loving, I will send to you.
It was a very simple, straightforward, beautiful version by Amy Winehouse. That's All My Loving. Heavy, high concept, cacophonous, and good enough for the end of album Reprise. The title track to one of the Beatles' most essential albums, personifies their colorful experimentation in this particular era. But to have experienced Jimi Hendrix's very first cover of Sgt. Pepper's, you had to be there. Literally, you had to be there. Jimmy performed it just 3 days after the track's debut at the Sable Theater with George Harrison and Paul McCartney in attendance. It then took, well, it was 1967, it then took until 2002 for an official release by the posthumous live album Blue Wild Angel. But if you're blasting this anywhere in a 10-mile radius, you'd be hard-pressed to miss. And it's kind of refreshing to hear it without all the studio production and the crowd noise and the kooky sound effects. This will be Jimi Hendrix's version of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Before I play that, I promise you one factoid today, and it's related to this particular song. While it's one of the Beatles' most famous songs, they never, ever performed it live. This is Jimi Hendrix, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
The Jimi Hendrix Experience.
If you'd never heard that version of the song before, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and you'd know that that was Jimi Hendrix. I have to change my settings right now because I'm going to go to a video next. Give me a second to do that. All right. So this next one up comes from 1969, and it's going to be Hey Jude. And Hey Jude debuted as a single from the album Revolution It always resonated. The song was written by Paul McCartney, and it was written to comfort John Lennon's son Julian during his parents' divorce. And McCartney's original vocals certainly blend rawness and consolation. Covered almost contemporaneously was the Wilson Pickett version, in 1969. And it may not have had the personal, emotional connection that could only be had by Paul McCartney, but it brought a whole lot of soul to the song. In today's video, Wilson Pickett welcomes the Bee Gees to join him for maybe a twice as soulful duet on the show Midnight Special in 1973. Pickett's gravelly, belting, full-on screaming voice brings tension and urgency to what was a smooth Hey Jude. And his backing band, which included the famed Muscle Shoals rhythm section and Duane Allman, elevate the performance. So enjoy the video. Wilson Pickett and the Bee Gees. Hey Jude.
Little soul who nanny here, see. Me and the Bee Gees, see. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song, make it better. Remember to let her in your heart, then you can start to make it better. Take it so, brother. Hey, Jude, don't let me down. You're bound to go out and get her. You got to remember to let her into your heart. Well, then you can start to make it better. Here's the part I like it. Anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. You got. Don't you know that it's up to you? Hey Jude, you better. The moment you know the world is on your shoulder. Yeah. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song, make it better, Lord. Just remember that it'll let under your skin. Then you begin to make it better. Now one more thing now. So let it out, let it in. Hey Jude began. You waited for someone to perform it. Sad song, make it better. You got to remember to let on your skin. You begin to make it better.
that's Wilson Pickett with the Bee Gees. And if in your head you thought to yourself, well, that seems a little bit shorter than the original, then you were right. It is. It's about 3 minutes shorter than the original, and I can explain that in three. I don't know if they're syllables or they're words, but there weren't any na-na-nas. Na, 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 na. You didn't hear any of that. You didn't hear 3 minutes of that. That was the difference between those two songs. We're going to move on. Early in the Beatles' ascension, 1965, the song "We Can Work It Out," it keeps things crisp and jaunty, but introduces a little bit an edge that hints at the headiness of what the Beatles have yet delivered. It's certainly genuine Lennon-McCartney collaboration, but those collaborations became rarer as time passed. And it's got kind of a waltzy, dreamlike punch, which was dreamed up by George Harrison. Rather than deviating completely from the original, Stevie Wonder feels almost a little bit like a lateral interpretation. Let's not jump to any conclusions yet. Same vibe, same feeling, but a completely different style. His style, more rock and roll, more soul. You got the Stevie Wonder wrath and sweetness and all of his signature optimism too. He approaches "We Can Work It Out" with an equal ratio of reverence and rejuvenation, adding some new details, a harmonica solo, subtracting the original mid-chorus 3/4 shift, and belting out, R&B vocals like only Stevie Wonder can. So this is "We Can Work It Out" as interpreted by Stevie Wonder.
Try to see things my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can't go on? While you see it your way, on the risk of knowing that our love may soon be gone. We can work it out. We can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still think that it's alright. Think of what I'm saying. We can work it out and get it straight or say goodnight. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime. So I will ask you once again. Try to see things my way. Only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Got feeling, yeah. Work it out with me, baby. Work it out with me, baby. Try to in my way. Only time will tell if I'm right or I am wrong. Why you say your way? There's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Think of what you say. You can get it wrong and still think that it's alright. Think of what I'm saying.
Wonder taking Weekend and Work It Out to another level. Um, Almost operatic, and especially at its time, starkingly frank about its themes of depression and loneliness. The song Eleanor Rigby wasn't just a turning point in the Beatles' experimental era, it was a maturation of their style, and it might just be a maturation of pop music itself. It's covered more times than you can even count. There's a trend that you might notice in many Beatle covers, and maybe pop covers in general. More often than not, when another artist takes on an existing song, time and perspective enable them to approach it with new emotional depth, often leading to covers that are more raw, down-tempo, melancholy than the radio-friendly original. That's not the case with this version of Eleanor Rigby as done by Aretha Franklin. It's 100% soul and 1000% Aretha. From its self-assured vocals to its driving, groovy danceability, you might not even know it's a cover if you weren't paying attention to the words. Nothing about the music here expresses the isolation of the original. It's wholly signature Queen of Soul through and through. This is Eleanor Rigby as interpreted by Aretha Franklin.
I'm Eleanor Rigby. I picked up the rice in the church where the weddings had been. Yeah, I'm Eleanor Rigby. I'm keeping my face in a jar by the door. Wanna know what is it for? Well, all the lonely people. Where do they all come from? Yeah. All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, writing no words to a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near. Look at him working, darning his socks in the night. What does he care? Yeah, all the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Yeah. Eleanor, Eleanor Rigby. Eleanor Rigby. Johnny Retention was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie, wiping the dirt from his hands as he walked from the grave, saying, "All of the lonely people, where do they come from? All over the world, the lonely, lonely, lonely people, where do they all belong? Lonely, lonely, the lonely, lonely, only the lonely people know, just like Eleanor Rigby. Yeah, Eleanor Rigby. Lonely, lonely. Yeah, the lonely, yeah. God bless the lonely people.
Yeah, that version by Aretha Franklin is let's stop right there. Let's stop. It's very different than the original. So, not the album, not the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club album, but the movie of the same name was, I mean, a colossal disaster. It was awful. It's been said to have actually stained the resumes of its high-profile cast. However, the soundtrack brought us a couple of really cool songs. When I hear this next song by this next artist, which is Earth, Wind, and Fire, completely forget that this was a Beatles song. And I think that personifies what makes a cover better than the original. From Earth, Wind, and Fire, got to get you into my life.
Got to get you into my life, into my life. Got to get you into my life, into my life. Got to get you into my life, into my life. Got to get you into my life, into my life. Got to get you into my life, into my life. I was alone, I took a ride, didn't know what I would find. There, another road where maybe I could see another side. There, ooh, and then I suddenly see, ooh, and then I tell you that I need you every single day of my life. You didn't run, you didn't lie, you knew I wanna hold you. And had you gone, you knew in time we'd meet again before I told you. Ooh, you were meant to remember me. Ooh, I really want for you to hear me say we'll be together every day. Got to get you into my life. Got to get you into my life. Got to get you in, got to get you into my life. Got to get you into my life, yeah. Got to get you into my life. Got to get you into my, got to get you into my life. Got to get you into my life. Then I suddenly see you. Then I tell you that I need you every single day of my life. Got to get you into my life. Got to get you in, got to get you into my life. My life. Got to get you into my life. Got to get you into my life. Got to get you in, got to get you in, got to get you in, got to get you into my life. Got to get you into my life. Got to get you in, got to get you in, got to get you in, got to get you into my life.
Look, I have to remind you that that was actually a Beatles song and not an Earth, Wind, and Fire song. Then I would say Earth, Wind, and Fire did their job. Now I'm switching to video for my final song of the day. And if you heard at the beginning, I remember what I said. I said, I'm going to start with a song I did by Nina Simone, Here Comes the Sun, one of my favorite artists of all times. And I was going to conclude with that very same song by another, one of my favorite artists of all time. So, of course, that means the song is Here Comes the Sun. Venerated folk singer-songwriter Richie Havens actually scored his biggest commercial success with this song. An intensely strummed live rendition, during which many times when he played it, he'd be known to break a guitar string or two. I love his unique strumming that he made famous, certainly within this version. Richie Havens, Here Comes the Sun.
Little darling, seems like a long world. Little darling, seems like so many years since it's been there. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Gonna be alright. Little darling, seems like the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, seems like so many years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say now, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, alright. Little darling, still the same way it's always been now. Little darling, seems like so many smiles have returned to the faces. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say now, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, alright. In the end, the love you say will be equal to the love you gave.
I started with Nina Simone singing that song and ended with Richie Havens. Everybody can unmute themselves now and tell me what I got right and what I got wrong.
You really want us to tell you what you got wrong, John?
Yeah, go ahead.
Pretty much nothing. I think there was two songs that I was like, but the rest of it was the set list was amazing.
Yeah,
Blackbird
really
is like
good.
one of the best versions of Blackbird ever, with Stephen Stills playing the guitar, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, amazing. Little Help of My Friends was way better than the way Ringo did it, even though I love the original version. Yeah, awesome.
Simone was great.
That's good.
Excellent. Loved it. I liked every song pretty much.
Some of them I never heard, but some I did.
It's hard to get agreement.
Great. Great show.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Very good. Wonderful.
Yeah. I love Amy Winehouse. Oh, that was a good version.
Yeah, I love,
I love her.
And it was such a simple version of the song.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to believe that actually something came out of it.
Right, say that again, Paul?
It's amazing that actually something good came out of Britain.
Oh,
Barry.
Barry there?
No, the good songs.
Yeah, Barry's the
No, of course, kidding.
Yeah, because the Beatles came out of Britain, right? Like,
That's right. The Rolling Stones.
Oh.
Well, back then Barry was long-haired lover from Liverpool.
But
I know this.
their
I remember there
inspiration for
wasn't there like
American.
was it in America? Wasn't there an invasion of the Netherlanders or something?
Yeah, right. Right.
The Netherland invasion? Yeah, I
the
remember that.
Nederlanders.
The Dutch invasion.
All those amazing bands from the Netherlands.
Oh, there are some really good bands from the
All three of
Netherlands.
them.
Oh,
I
ow,
was,
Andy.
I was going to be kind, Andy, and play
Uh-oh.
Polka.
Sorry, Cora. I'm standing up for our British friends.
Wait, how about Hocus Pocus?
My focus.
Oh,
Who's
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus? Who's Hocus Pocus?
Wasn't no, the band was Focus. Hocus
Focus.
Pocus by Focus.
Oh, Focus, a good band. Yes.
Yeah. And another, name another good band. I'm trying to think of who it is that I love from.
Doemar.
Who?
Well, it's a band called Doemar. They played reggae, but Dutch reggae.
Oh.
They were part of the Netherland invasion.
They had a song of 8 minutes. How they, and in that song they explained how to grow and clean herb.
Oh, did
Oh,
you?
wow. How to? A how-to song.
Aren't the Scorpions from the Netherlands?
No, I have
No?
heard of the name, but I
I
I think they're German.
Are they German? I thought they were Dutch.
German, yeah, they're German.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're German.
Well, my favorite was Richie Havens.
What
Yes.
country?
Oh, I love
Yeah, I
Richie
love
Havens
him.
too.
That was
Love
good.
Richie Havens.
Oh,
I love
yeah,
Richie
he was the
Havens.
best.
Decades ago, I was teaching in New York City High School, and one of my students was a nephew of Richie Havens. So he brought me a personal photograph of him, of Richie Havens playing. And so I have that in my desk drawer right now. So it was great to hear him today.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
amazing.
I
He
agree.
was. I mean,
Yeah, we got
yeah.
to meet him a number of times at the Bone Center, and he was just the sweetest, most gracious man in the world. He was just lovely.
I have a pretty cool Richie Havens story. We were the blackout of '77, New York City. We were at Central Park Music Festival at the time was Dr. Pepper Music Festival. Richie was playing, and great show. The show ended. We're walking out of the park, and we see some friends who came to the show that we didn't know were there, and we're hanging out with them, and typically smoking a joint and talking, and then all of a sudden, all the lights in the street lamps in the park on the paths all went out,
Wow.
and we're like, oh, I guess they want us to vacate the park, not thinking there
Oh,
was anything
my.
going on. We get out
Wow.
onto the street, and everything is like chaotic, and you just had like a feel of what is going on, and there were lights on because people had the emergency generators and whatnot. Then we noticed the traffic lights were out, and I still had the roach in my hand, and we're walking down the street, and I'm hitting on the roach, and we get up to the corner, and there's a cop there, and I'm not even thinking, I'm just like in awe of what's going on. I still had the roach in my hand, and so my brother's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And the guy was like, "Cop was like, it's a blackout!" Like he was all excited about it. So we're like, "Oh shit!" Because my brother, we always used to park in Queens and take the subway to the park, so we wouldn't have to deal with city traffic and parking and all that stuff. So now we're like, "Shit, how are we going to get back to Queens? No
That's
subways
right.
are running. We had
The
to get a
trains
bus."
weren't running. I remember
Yeah.
that.
So we're walking
Yeah.
along Central Park South, and this limousine comes out to the street from from Woolman Rink, and we're like, it's got to be Richie Havens in there. So we get up to it and we're waving, and he rolls down the window and he shakes our hands, and so that was my Richie
That is
Havens story. It was
cool.
pretty cool.
Wow,
We
that's
ended
so
up we
cool.
ended up on an incredibly crowded, sweaty bus. It was really hot. It was the middle of the summer, and we made our way back to Queens. And as we're after going over the 59th Street Bridge, and we're getting closer, into Queens, we could see up ahead all of Long Island lit up, and it was just the weirdest thing because we were like leaving this dark, scary city and back into the light. It's very cool.
Yeah, I remember that. The blackout.
So we got out of there. Friends of ours who took the train from Penn to Penn Station, they ended up sleeping in Penn Station that night.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't
Trains
get out of
weren't
the
running.
city. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in London for that.
Oh, so you read about it?
I read about
Jolly
it. Yes.
What was
good.
happening to us? That's cool.
Hey, before I forget, next week we will be doing Reggae's Gone Country.
Oh,
Oh.
no. Oh, Russ will be happy.
Yes.
Yes, I
That's
will.
what Tyrone does.
I was muted. I meant to say, yeah.
Reggae covers of country songs.
Oh my God.
How do you dig that up?
Russ McDonald had a farm.
Gonna be different.
How are
Russ
you,
in the
Russ?
house?
You taking good care of Ellen, I hope.
Oh, of course I am. I'm
There he
doing
is.
my best
Aw.
anyway.
Good. And feeling any better, Ellen?
Oh, she's doing great.
Better. I'm doing much.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
Oh,
good.
thank
Good to
goodness.
hear.
Thank God.
Yay.
Oh.
We have to get together.
Yes.
Thank you.
Definitely this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to go to the Or when Andy's band's playing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's such a great venue, the
It
Or.
is,
I love
right?
it
I
there.
know.
Yeah.
I love it there. I love it.
It's so nice.
Where is it?
The Or. It's in Patchogue.
Patchogue.
Yeah, Patchogue. It's really nice. Nice restaurant.
Just curious, does anybody go into the Earth, Wind, and Fire cover band thing at the Suffolk Theater?
I can't make it, but that's my friend Kevin Morris.
Oh, because our friend
The
is
guy
one
with
of
the
the
drum.
singers
Yeah,
as well.
I'm good friends with him. He used to be with 70s. He's
Okay.
an amazing singer. It's a good band. I
Yeah.
can't make it though this year.
Ertley West, who's singing in the band, is a friend of ours.
He's amazing too. Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
It's on
He's
Sunday
really
the
good.
6th.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the city, and we're going to see the Wallflowers that night.
Oh, cool. That's great.
I don't know them.
The Wallflowers?
You don't?
Jacob Dylan?
Jacob Dylan, yeah.
One Headlight? Oh, come on.
What's the song? And
It's Jacob, well, One Headlight. What else?
Andy, you can sing a Wallflowers song.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a verse.
Wallflowers. Jacob Dylan, Bob Dylan's son.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Cinderella, put it all together. We can drive it home with one headlight.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Hey, did you guys notice that my backup screen at one point was a bird standing on a duck?
Yes.
I saw
see
that.
it there now.
That was right here.
Was that actually happening?
It's
That
a
was
fake
I
duck.
took a photo
Oh,
of
I
it.
see
What's
it
that?
right now.
Oh, it is a fake duck because he's
It's a
still in the
fake
same
duck.
spot.
You actually took that photo? Or
Yeah, but
It's on house.
I'm just looking over now, and the duck is still in the same exact spot, so he must be anchored to the
it's-
bottom of the pond.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
That's a fake.
What's the purpose of that? The decoy duck.
To scare the ducks away.
I
To
did
scare the
notice,
birds
Andy,
away.
you had another screensaver up that was all of us going to see the Bob Marley movie.
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember that night.
That
So
was a
that
fun
was
night.
fun. That
Oh,
was
that
a
was
lot
fun
of
and cold.
It was
Oh.
freezing. Remember that? I think I brought
Yes.
champagne. We have champagne in the car before. That
Yes.
sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
We
tailgate
We all
party.
couldn't
We're
fit
smart in the
in.
winter.
We had to take
True.
turns.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was a good night.
It was.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Definitely.
All went to the movies.
You have to all go to the Jamaican restaurant and listen to Platinum One.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should do that.
Well, I'm so excited. Instead of being jealous that you guys are going to see Paul Anthony tonight, we're going to see Paul Anthony tonight.
Yes, you are. Max
So
is
happy.
thrilled.
Every week I'm like, oh, I want to go.
Yeah,
Tonight you
especially in the
will.
winter. You say, oh, it must be nice and warm there.
Oh,
It
it's so
is. I'm
beautiful here.
sorry, it is.
Mm.
Leslie and I went to the supermarket before and it was really hot, actually.
It's
Yeah,
hot,
it was
right?
hot.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It's nasty here.
Is
was
it? Was it
pouring.
raining?
It was
and gross?
raining. It's
Ugh.
better now, but this morning,
We went in the
Yeah, and
pool, all
it's
of
pretty
us.
damp and cold.
nice. Yeah.
We were in the pool this morning, and then we went to supermarket. It was hot, and then we're going to go out tonight.
Oh, nice.
It's
Hopefully it'll
cloudy
be a
out, but
little
it's
cooler.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But we might all take naps first.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it as we speak.
Yeah. I need that sometime when I'm going out at night.
Yep.
I might go to see Tyrone tomorrow at Margarita's Cafe again. I
Oh,
don't
nice.
Where is
Yeah.
that? Where is
It's
that?
in
That station.
Port Jefferson Station. He's
Yeah,
been
we've
there
been
like
there,
every 2 or
Leslie.
3 weeks.
Have we
We've
ever
been
been
there.
there, John?
Yes, multiple times.
Okay.
I think you have been. Yeah. It's Mexican food.
I think we have then.
Yeah, it's a
Very
nice
nice.
place. Yeah.
Very
I
nice.
saw him there 2 weeks ago, so certain if Doug's up for it, I'm gonna go.
And it's fun
Nice.
because you see the same crowd that go to see Tyrone.
Yes, usually I didn't see many people there 2 weeks ago though from the
No,
group.
but a
Maybe
lot of
this
times
week.
you'll see the same people going.
The
It's just nice to
same.
say hi and
Yeah.
see the same people.
Yep,
Bye, Louise.
Beverly and you know.
Beverly's, if you see Beverly,
Yeah,
please
we
say
saw
hello for
Beverly
us.
at
She was the
at Fort
day after
Jefferson.
at Bistro, right? I didn't
Yeah.
go. So
Yeah, she looked good. Beverly.
yeah,
Really looked
she's a
good.
doll. And,
Lovely woman, yes.
yeah, but you usually see the same people.
Yep.
Right? We used to see Leslie and John all the time, but
Yes,
Oh,
you
man, we got to
did.
get there.
Yeah,
they
we
left us.
We were those same people.
Louise
Yeah,
left.
all the
We
time.
didn't say goodbye to Louise. Okay.
Hi, Louise.
Bye, Louise.
Gone.
Good
I think
seeing you.
She's gone.
No, she's still there.
Oh, she
I see
is?
her name.
Oh, I see her.
Yeah.
Yes. Good
Hi.
to see her. Yay. Reading what
Pretty
she wrote.
cat. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah. Well, this was fun.
it was
And I didn't have
fun.
to work.
You know,
which
it was
was
so
great.
much fun. Let's do it again next Thursday.
Oh, good.
That's the plan.
Country goes western or western.
All right, everybody. I think we've reached our natural conclusion. Let's,
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Yeah.
let everybody
Bye,
be safe
Have
all.
fun
out there.
tonight.
Good to
Have a
see
good night.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
fun.
all.
Very
Be
good.
All right.
safe.
Love
Bye.
you all.
Everyone
See you
have a good
soon.
weekend, whatever
Bye,
you do.
guys. Love you guys.
Stay
Bye.
warm.
Bye.
Mwah, mwah.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.
Yes, have fun.